I can.
This nigga got a 96 strength. I can't do this shit. I'm trying. No, I can't get in front of him right like that.
Who, you? One? But nah, Pee Wee son ain't lost none, so he number one.
No, I've been giving it to Bam anyway, so he just got to stay down. Give it out of gully hands. Come here, Bam.
Give it out of gully.
No, he pulled that bitch from half court too long ago. Yo, dude, he just pulled that bitch. You gotta get out of his hands. No, he been shooting. He did it again. He didn't even hesitate. Come here, bitch. Oh my goodness, good fucking shit. Get the fuck? Get the...
Daddy, 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 shoot the flippin' ball. Shoot the ball.
No, Bam, just keep it. Here.
That's it to my dad. So I gotta be so fun.
Watch this.
Those words have long been associated with the glory of the checkerboard end zone and the Big Orange ready to do battle. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are
Good shit, Toe. That was the dagger, Toe. Good shit.
A mirror image to prove
Good fucking
that they
shit.
will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Hey, Loco. Good dub, though. That's all you got. That's what you got the game for.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will get the first swing of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody for their team to succeed.
They're getting this guy lathered up. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. It's with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He'll get rid of it. Fires the pass. Intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Back to pass, it's Hodges. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Finds space on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The ball's racing to the line in the hurry-up. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
The Volunteers are threatening in the red zone. On second down, looking again to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just going to keep it after the snap. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Calls his own number. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked him down, but thank goodness, still had a little space there.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. At the 15, he's loose. And he's running in the open. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That's the kind of play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. Pollock, a 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on one carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that second level, no one catches him all the way to the house. 99 yards.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarter?
He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. And the Vols in the hurry up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Hodges. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. That completion delivers a first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking for room. It's Rice. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFLs.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It's complete to the left. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Buying some time. Plows through the defense. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Got a man. It's Weir. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, they're trying to hit the tight end on a corner throw downfield. Nice job defensively running with the big fella and knocking it away.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Montgomery. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. With the catch, it's Montgomery. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his Pretty easy field goal range with that. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The ball has come to the line in a hurry up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it.
Bro, I've been quiet for the whole half until that nigga said that.
Hold it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown.
I'm about to mute y'all niggas again, man. I ain't fucking with y'all right now, man. I'm trying to focus.
Get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And
Boy, what the fuck you and Bam herky-jerky shit y'all got going on right now? He tried to throw his own self oop. Ooh, good shit. Good shit. Good shit. You got me.
it's good to finish things off. They got the late touchdown.
Made that nigga reach twice. They made him reach twice.
Can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be
circle.
Really...
You circle.
Caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Moving past the 25. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And he tags on the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to throw it. Sends it downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
The Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines, or else you draw the flag. First down here for the offense. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Hodges. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ballgame and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back to this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Rice. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they get him right back to it.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman, because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Escapes the sack. He turns that loose down the right side.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going to try to get it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be.
These guys aren't human beings. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And the Vols are on the move. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage, because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps,
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off. And
you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you...
Going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide.
Damn, this nigga got a woo. It's gonna be
the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Quick strike offense on that.
We just played these niggas.
And the final
I'm just, yes it is. I'm just holding a smaller person. Yep, it is. This the same team, except the big man is different. On 18. Yeah.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal.
No, they go 0-0 right there.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To throw, it's Hodges. Gets it out fast. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down
It's
situation.
And I like the QB here. I
TNT.
like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some
Should be
positive
TNT.
yards, and then get to third
Boston
down.
is
We can still have a
and
better
Nick.
It's on ESPN, bro.
the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown.
I show.
That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way?
I'm over here hiding him up. Boston is Celtics.
And you want to talk about game tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
I'm glad I caught myself too.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think these draw plays are a little bit more predictable when it's third and more manageable as opposed to third and long. You could tell defense did a great job understanding the situation, rushing the quarterback, but knowing that run could be an option, and they shut it down.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29.
And your Tennessee
He's brought down.
will take over. First and 10.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And here comes the offense on second down. The short hands, it's Montgomery. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. Third down and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. He unleashes a long one. Snags it inside the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. They're going to run it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late now, down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football.
That's Little Rock, man.
Running.
I got this shooting guard on me.
Got nothing last time. Now second.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's 6'7".
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line.
The two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You can almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown ball. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
On the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rice.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are. And they work with their quarterback and they find them and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back and...
And the defense couldn't corral him and he took it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Number 1.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Already, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So,
oh no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
Third down coming.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the air, it's Hodges. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. After picking up the first down, they still have to move quickly here. And they spike it to stop the clock.
Is incomplete. It's now second down.
On second down, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
Incomplete. It leads to second down.
Offense in an empty set. He wants to pass it on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Oh my God, Hippie! I just lost to South Carolina, boy.
South Carolina.
And how about this?
Man, I swear to
Boy,
God, they just
there's no
scored at the end
damn
of the
way
game
you
with
the
7
fucking
seconds
player to
left.
have.
You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts
There's
Hey,
no,
7 seconds left. They just scored. If I don't score, they win.
this nigga ain't got not one defensive stat, and how you the player to have?
They're
Huh?
going to go for 2 here and try
You
to
better not be
extend
player of
that
the
lead
game.
to a
You
field
finna
goal.
get deleted.
Back to
You
throw.
next.
It's
You in tow. And
the
Gully.
end zone, the 2-point
Both of
I ain't
y'all.
lost yet, though. I got 7
Let me
seconds.
find out.
They march 79 yards.
7 and 1.
This nigga 8 for 10.
And
Man,
how
hold
about
on.
that for a capper? The likely game winner in the waning moments. Not going to risk a
Fuck that
return
shit.
here. He'll make the fair catch. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. And he makes the catch.
Oh, shit, Hippie. I swear to God, I just won the game. I caught the ball. The nigga hit me, and I still scored.
And they've got
Hell
the lead in
yeah.
the final minute.
Man, what a great job.
You was about to hate on me.
Executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart.
Man, kill yourself.
Getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
You did, bitch. Shut up, Gully. Who he talking about?
What a game. What a finish. Came down to one last play, and they get it done.
What a play to show up in that moment of the game and make that type of play. That type of individual effort is just magic, Dave.
No doubt. It's what you dream about, but those moments, you have to step up and make it, and big-time players like this come up and make a big-time play late in the game to get you the win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Well, I'm glad. That's why they say the game ain't over till it's over. Uh, 41 to 37, 36, one of them. $41 to 38.